1, 2, 3, 4.
guys, welcome to tonight's live stream. We're doing it a little differently tonight. So if you guys are aware, ooh, that's a big accident there. If you guys are aware, what we're doing tonight is we are testing for the HyperBullz Liga Lauk Daun 3.0. So what has been going on? Well, it has been a lot of things going on in the background. So HyperBullz team has been the one organizing this series of league races, and tonight I'll be the one. And we've set up as easy as you can in terms of broadcasting here. You guys are watching this fine. If you guys have anything to talk about, feel free to put down in the chat. I'll put the chat box up there in the actual race event. But for now, I have the chat box in front of me, but not. Currently, we are still in practice session. We've got about 1 minute left, or rather 30 seconds left for the qualifying starts. It seems like right now that Shaiful Arifin is topping the leaderboards in terms of time for the pros. For you guys who's just joined in, feel free to comment, give us some of your feedback on the races as well. Really appreciate that. In terms of the event that we are organizing tonight, we have two categories of drivers. We have professional drivers who are seasoned, or rather have the skills to actually control 8 supercars, and we have newbie drivers. We categorize them as amateur drivers rather than. So they are driving the V8 Cadillacs. So all of the cars here are V8 cars. So it will be a challenging one for them to handle because these cars are a. So we've gone into the qualifying stages now. You can see Taki just went out of the pits, and he's driving the Holden V8 supercar. And right now we have Tengku Jan. Tengku Jan is driving the Ford Mustang, just about the same point as Taki here. Both of these drivers are really fast, and as you know, Tengku Jan himself is a celebrity in Malaysia. The end of the Camel Straight there. Taki trying to brake as hard as possible, as late as possible. Now we have Tung Wei Xiao, a newbie here with this season. I'm not sure whether he's been in the Adrenaline Impact or iRacing previously. This is the first time that I've seen him in this server. So I would say this is his introduction to us, and let's just see whether he can or able to set a time fast as the pros. So you guys might be thinking, why have we chosen the V8 supercars and the Cadillacs? Well, basically we wanted something that has the grunt sound, and definitely what we want is close racing. What in terms of close racing? So we talk about lap times of these cars. From previous races, we've tested that both of these cars more or less take about the same lap time as each other. So those in the amateur would be able to set times as quick as the pro, and pros have the skills to actually maneuver the car as good as possible so that they can keep up with the amateurs. So in terms of winnings, we do have the first, second, and third as usual, but we also have the multi-class So it would be interesting that if drivers could or would be able to match each. So I believe you guys aren't able to listen to the car. Let me just that was unfortunate. I think I clicked on mute there. Unfortunately, sorry guys. Uh, so as I was explaining, why do we choose V8 supercars and the V8 Cadillacs? Basically, because of these cars, both of them have the more or less the same performance between each other, but one of them is harder to drive and the other is a lot easier to drive. So the V8 supercars have a tendency to be harder to control, so it's more fitting for the pros to drive. And we have the V8 Cadillacs, which are slightly easier to control compared to the V8. So the amateur would have the opportunity to pose lap times as fast as the pro drivers. Hopefully we have very close racing. I really don't want to have the cars to be spread out in the field. Definitely we would like to see some close racing in the pros and amateurs for this HyperBullz Liga Lauk Daun 3.0. So hopefully you guys can give a comment on the performance of the drivers and how these cars look for you guys. If they look twitchy, you guys think that these drivers deserve something different, then just post down your comments in the comment section down below, and we'll try and consider this for the next season. We have another one, and hopefully also we do have sponsors. Right now we've got on the list around I believe 44 entrants, and we've got a few names that are significant to us, like Tinkutan, and I believe we should be having a Leona Chin as well in the league, but maybe not tonight. Definitely though, we are excited to be organizing this event during this lockdown season in Malaysia, and hopefully people here would be more entertained with the races that we organize. I do have to excuse myself for a bit to have something to take care. Give me 1 second. Hey guys, apologize for the delay. Right now the standings, we have 20 minutes of qualifying. We have Muhammad Muhaimin in first position for the pro categories, followed up by Parvinder Singh, or Roy Charles as he's known by. And he's just passed by Saiful Arifin there. We have Wan Li Kui in fourth. In the amateur category, we have Ahmad Yusuf I think that would be Tarmizi there, in first, Tung Wei Xiao in second, and Hafifi Baharudin in third. So these guys are setting, I believe, about the same lap time as each other, and pretty close. We have right now Tengku Irsyad trying to set a lap time, hasn't yet, but definitely he will be having that name on the list soon. It's a tough track to drive, definitely. It takes time to practice. It takes strategy to practice as well. So I do expect some time to see some results from the drivers. I do hope that Tengku Irsyad will be driving for a team, but we don't know yet. Maybe we'll try to talk to him as well. Need a representative as well, because most of us drivers are organizing this race. So we have Man Danish, I think, donning the HyperBullz livery. Maybe we can, whether he can don the same livery as Man Danish as well. Right now we are with Hafifi Baharudin, currently in 4th position in amateur category, just beaten up by Rashid Rahman, I think, Rashid Rahman, which is my coach. So he's got his own livery there with his name, Ifi Auto. So you can see that he is into this. I believe he's also a YouTuber. You can see that YouTube logo on the bumper of the car. Currently we are with Muhammad Muhaimin in first, setting a very quick lap time there. I think he's on to another, donning that Max Verstappen helmet. There's another guy wearing that Max Verstappen helmet. So, just making the car slideways just now. Saiful Arifin doing a 2 minute 21. That's pretty fast. Muhammad Muhaimin in second with a 1 second gap, less than second. Tarmizi there doing a 2 minute 23. This is we're back with Muhaimin now. This is Bobby Farid. He's CEO of One XOX. So he was the sponsor of the previous season. He's in this this time. So hopefully we wish him a good race. Now, cockpit view for the Cadillac of Bobby Farid, braking as late as possible. This is Muhaimin. They're just about the same location, about the same speed as well here. You can see these guys trying it out as much as possible, hard as they can, onto the straights, pushing and braking as late as possible, turning as hard as possible, trying to hook up into the apex and trying to throttle out. You guys can see him trying it out as hard as possible there. Even so, there's still a lot of guys not having to start the lap time yet. So it's a 20-minute lap, 20-minute session. Hopefully you guys would be able to do so. It's tough in terms of hardness level, but in terms of race pace, they are about the same. Early on in the planning stage, we were actually thinking of having the GT3 cars and the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. That was one of the ideas that we had, but since a lot of these drivers were talking about, we thought that V8 supercars would be the they prefer rather than the Porsche 911s. It would seem like the 911